Hey, greetings everyone. Gleekon here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. When we left off last time, we talked about, drawing a blank here. What did we just talk about? It wasn't that long ago in my life. Oof. This might be a first on this show where I am just drawing a blank. Oh yeah, we talked about how Chokal and the Twilight's Hammer clan were trying to revive the old gods. They moved to Kalimdor, but Garona followed them and has been picking them off one by one. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so stay a while and listen to this one. It is called New Legacies. Despite the machinations of the Black Dragon flight, the human kingdoms slowly returned to their old prosperity, even if their relationships with one another were not as strong as they had once been. Varian Wren, the young prince who had escaped the Horde's destruction of Stormwind City in the First War, was now king, and he was widely considered to be a strong, fair, and visionary leader. He oversaw the rebuilding of Stormwind and married a noblewoman, Tiffin Illyrian. They had a son, and they named him Anduin in memory of the hero Anduin Lothar, the venerated commander who had perished in the Second War. And, Anduin goes on to become leader of the Alliance for some time as well, until recently. Grand Admiral Dalen Proudmoore, one of the commanders who had defeated the Horde at sea, still felt grief for the losses he had suffered in the Second War. He maintained order on the high seas with an iron fist and hunted down pirates and brigands who dared to prey on his territory. His young daughter Jaina Proudmoore grew weary of his darkened disposition and opted to receive her schooling in Dalaran. After several years, she began to study arcane magic with the Kirin Tor, and she eventually became an apprentice to the legendary Archmage Antonidas, and she herself goes on to become an Archmage, as we all know, one of the great heroes of the Alliance. King Arthas Menethil II of Lordaeron had a son named Arthas, and he saw that he was trained in the ways of warfare and righteousness. Arthas Menethil became a master swordsman under the tutelage of the dwarf Muradin Bronzebeard, Ironforge's ambassador to Lordaeron. The young man was also tutored in the ways of the Holy Light by the revered paladin Uther the Lightbringer. When the prince turned 19, he was inducted into the Order of the Silver Hand to become a paladin himself. And you can play through all of that through various expansions, including Memories in Shadowlands. Though he was headstrong and stubborn, he distinguished himself as a brave hero and never shirked even the most dangerous of tasks. When Amani trolls sent warbands to raid the borders of Quel'Thalas, an allied nation, Arthas was there to hunt them down and bring them to justice. So I wonder if we're going to cover that, because we're going to read a few more chapters soon in the Arthas novel, and I wonder if we're going to cover that there. Arthas was often the center of attention among Lordaeron's nobility, especially when he courted Jaina Proudmoore. Their romance created rumors and gossip, but in the end, Jaina was committed to her arcane studies, and Arthas was focused on his future as king. They parted ways to pursue their individual ambitions, but they never let go of their feelings for each other, which I'm guessing will take a tragic turn eventually. And here we have this courtship, Jaina Proudmoore and Arthas Menethil in the gardens of Lordaeron's capital. Probably one of the last few times we see them at peace with one another. Alright, so that's cool. We have some things that are happening here. New legacies, the new generation of heroes that are building up that are going to lead us into Warcraft 3 and World of Warcraft eventually as well. So that's cool. We've got a new rise of some new heroes there. All right, we got another episode in the pipe, 5x5. I thank everybody so much for watching and listening, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Lore of Warcraft.